Hello, my beautiful Virgo friends. Oh boy. I say oh boy because I'm a moon in Virgo, and I know that this message is one that I've been telling myself for the past week or two, like 3 weeks. But I'm ready to listen, and I hope that my willingness to listen and to receive this message ripples out into you because it might be a tough message to hear. I feel like we Virgo people with Virgo placements, so you don't have to be a sun in Virgo, you could be a moon in Virgo, Virgo rising, you could have a Virgo Jupiter or Saturn or whatever it is that you connect with that makes you feel like I gotta hear this Virgo message. I feel like people with Virgo placements tend to need to be right, need to practice being right as frequently as possible, or practice at least arguing with people in the hopes that we can convert them and get them to see our rightness. So this is where this reading is coming from. If that already feels like yikes, oh, you're calling me out, Kellyanne, ouch, then get some water, take a sip, get some tea, get some whatever you need, a nice little smoothie. Because I have a feeling we're going to need it, y'all. Okay, this spread that I've got in front of me is a start, stop, continue reading. It is adapted from a personal and professional development practice that I learned at a job that I had where we got to assess ourselves. But I was like, what if God assessed me? What if the universe and my guides got to tell me about myself and also show me some of my obstacles? So in this spread, I have also included some obstacle cards that are going to show us the ways that we are blocking ourselves from making all these other changes. So this reading is intended to show you all of the thoughts, actions, beliefs, behaviors, habits that you need to start doing more of, stop doing, it's not helping you, and continue doing because, yay, you're already doing it, you're on your way, great job, love you so much. Now, I will introduce you to our deck of cards, our decks of cards. We actually just have one card from this deck that wanted to come out, the Threads of Fate Shadow Edition. And we also primarily are working with the Voyager Tarot, which is an intuitive, interpretive take on the traditional tarot. So it's a little bit different, but it's got some beautiful imagery. And I feel like we really need that kind of thing to tap into some of these messages. So I'm going to start with our continue cards because that is where we are going to get like our very first hit of, pat on the back, our very first hit of dopamine. And also, like, if you've, heard about like giving or receiving criticism, you got to do a compliment sandwich. So we're going to compliment you first before we hit you with the criticism. All right, Virgos? I know it's hard. I know it's tough. Take a deep breath with me. Because you're a fucking magician. You're a magician and you're doing amazing. And we love you so much. And we're so proud of you. You're magical as fuck. And what you're really trying to do as frequently as possible is like change the world for the better. Is to just leave a positive impact, create a positive environment. And I'm getting that from like the dents on the stones here, the markings on the stones. I'm getting that from like the rainbow planet coming from the hand. And yeah, I just get this sense of like, the goblet, the wine glass is upside down and nothing's falling out. So y'all really try to be the glass half full people. And I can see that we have been trying, and it's so hard to be glass half full and even to like have our wine glass tipped over and to still be like half full. But y'all have been doing an amazing job keeping that perspective, keeping that mindset. And I know that it's also been hard to want to change things and have aspirations for bettering the world and changing things on a spiritual level. That's why we've got a Wands card here. Wands is about spiritual energy. But four, my mnemonic for how I remember what four means in this tarot deck is war. Four is that place where you're kind of battling uphill, like you've almost reached the peak of the mountain, but you, on your journey, on your upward climb, it's like you're tired. I'm tired, Grandpa. You've run out of snacks, okay? Especially if you have ADHD, autism. You know, running out of snacks is going to make you hungry in 0.05 seconds. So, like, this card here is in your stop position, along with the Nine of Crystals, the narrowness card. These two are coming together to say, as much as you want to show everybody else the magic in the world and make them believe that they can do better, you might be arguing with the wrong people. You might be fighting with the wrong fucking crowd who are narrow-minded, and you know it. Nine of Crystals, narrowness. Crystals is mindset, is mental energy. So if you are, I know some of you are feeling the epiphany already. If you are feeling like you are putting your energy toward arguing with people on the internet has been the thing that I have been trying to stop doing since the women in male fields hashtag came out. It's been hard because since the results of the election, things have just escalated. I understand. We've got a lot of narrow-minded people. We want to fucking fight. We want to empower people. We want to empower ourselves. And yet, the thing that's blocking us is that we're coming from this sort of like toxic place where we're trying to figure out how to dominate back, or we're trying to figure out how to gain power through some kind of role reversal. And if you've seen the Women in Male Fields tag, you know what I'm talking about. The obstacle here, the blockage here, is that we're not preserving our good energies, and we're not staying wild. We're really just like investing so much of our energies into that sort of male dominance mindset just by doing these role reversals, which is healing and is empowering. 7 is a number of power and protection in this deck, and Cups is about emotional energy. So yeah, there has been a lot of like swimming together on this one and feeling empowered and feeling like we're protecting our stories by preserving them in the written word, and also, you know, giving each other that sense of camaraderie and that sense of solidarity of like, sister, I see you. I see you and I feel you. Unfortunately, I feel you and I understand. The place that we're coming from, though, is not transformative. And I say that with this sort of like part of my brain that wants to continue contributing to conversations that I think could change people's minds. And yet, it's not transformative because it's not changing the right people's minds. It's really just like feedback loops that are growing and growing, and the more that they intersect with each other, the larger the feelings of disconnect and uncontrollability that we feel. So while I know it might be hard to have aspiration in the stop position on a reading, stop aspiring to change narrow-minded people's minds and to give people the benefit of the doubt when they start and end every single one of their arguments and their conversations, their dialogue with you in bad faith. Sorry, I had to check to make sure that my light was green so I'm not talking to nothing this whole time. Speaking of which, hey, wow, how apropos is that? Speaking to nothing. Speaking into nothingness. Speaking into a brick wall. Fuck. It really sucks to hear this message. But I know that it's hard not to aspire for more, not to hold that magic, and not to believe that you can change people's minds. So here's where we're going to take a sip of water. We're going to stomp our feet on the ground. We're going to stomp our heels into the earth a few times just so we can regulate our nervous system, so we can come back, okay? Because I'm going to show you our start cards. And I want us to be prepared for that attitude shift and that mind shift and that spiritual surrender. We've got the Five of Wands, which in very interesting, which in this deck is named oppression. Again, apropos as fuck. And then we also have the Lover's card. These two are in our start position, okay? And in our stop position, I'll remind you that we went from Four of Wands to Five of Wands, okay? This is the place where we're making war. This is the place where we're gaining perspective. Where maybe we feel stuck. Where maybe we feel hopeless, helpless. We feel bound. We might feel bound to our values, which means that you're sitting there going, yeah, but I can't stop speaking up on this thing. We're not asking you to. We're not asking you to stop speaking up on it. We're just saying, start speaking with those who will meet you in the daytime when you are in daytime energy, and meet you in the nighttime when you are in nighttime energy. Meaning, if you are feeling that lightness and you are ready to teach and to aspire and to provide perspective, meet people in that light space where they want to see you, where you've already developed a trust in that space to love you back. And if you are in that dark space, if you are in a dark space, if you are in that place where you're shadowy and you're like, I'm feeling mucky about this, I want to go get rage baited a little bit because it feels kind of good sometimes to just go rage bait other people and to get rage baited right back, to be in arguments with people online or arguments with people during the holidays. If you are feeling that sort of rage and you are feeling that sort of darkness energy, meet people who will love you in that space. To find a space, if you don't have one already, find or create a space where people love that about you and will return that love and will return that sort of understanding of where that rage is coming from. Because what I'm not advocating for is to stay caught in these sort of echo chambers. What I'm advocating for is for you to put your good energy in places where it will actually create change. Because what you don't know, what you don't understand is the way that you frame something, the way that you phrase something, the way that you talk about all of your worst and all of your best experiences the way that you convey, the way that you alchemize, the mark that you are trying to leave, and the perspective that you're coming from, that half full perspective that you are coming from, will change people's minds, hearts, souls. It will heal them. It will transform them, because that's what we really want. We want our energy that we are investing in everything that we do to be transformative, to be healing, to feel like love when it is received, even if it hurts to hear, even if it changes somebody's mind in a way that actually hurts them to hold it. Because the alternative is you are seeking to harm yourself all the time without getting that healing investment. If you are investing in hurting to heal, that means that you are resetting bones. That means that you are stitching up wounds. If you are investing time in hurting to harm, either harming yourself by staying in those loops of, I feel so fucking frustrated because they don't fucking hear me and they don't believe me, no matter how well and how logically and rationally I explain things. No wonder we're fucking pissed. No wonder we're going crazy. If you are investing your time and your energy in that hurt to harm scenario, that's not going to transform shit. That is just an open wound that you're not resetting the bone, you're not stitching it up, you're not hurting to heal, you're hurting to harm. You're just clawing at it. It's like a scab that you keep scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching and scratching, and it bleeds and it just gets worse and more open and festered. We don't need, Virgos, we don't need to be festering wounds, walking around hurt all the time, and therefore harming other people because of how hurt we are feeling. We need our hurt to be healing. We need it. We need that. We depend upon it. We depend upon all of the hurt that we've experienced to mean something, to heal something, to create something better. So withdraw your energy. If that means deleting an app on your phone, if that means saying no to being with certain family members, if that means blocking their number, do whatever you have to do, because I believe in you. We believe in you. We believe that if you're watching this right now and you're listening, that it's your time to start loving on yourself and only giving your good energy to those spaces that love you back. I'm sorry. I know, you're just a baby. But your energy is worth so much more than the fucking succubi, the fucking vampires who love it when their cold, cold hearts meet with that warm, gushing blood from the heart of the earth that you have tapped into. Because you've tapped into it. You've tapped into the heart of the world. And that's such a beautiful thing. And it hurts. It hurts to feel the beating of the heart of the world and to not want to share it with others so that they can see it and feel it and hear it. But there are vampires out there who are cold and they don't feel that beating. They don't. It's not giving up on people. It's not judging them. It's discernment. It's pattern recognition. Okay, take another sip of water. Come on. Come on. I love you so much. You've got this. There are a couple of other videos that I put out, one for each horoscope, one for each sign. So if you feel like you need any more to like round out this message, then please go and round out the message. If you feel like you appreciated the way that this message was delivered to you and you would like some more guidance and you want some private one-on-one time with me, I've got a link in the caption below for booking a reading with me. But also, if you can't afford a reading, that's okay. I've not only got cheaper readings that I can just send to you in like 24 to 48 hours, very quick, but also on my Patreon, I raffle off a free reading every month. So if you're in that $5 a month tier, then you're just contributing $5 to the love that I'm pouring to you here for free on YouTube, which I'm going to be doing every single month. And you're also getting the chance, the opportunity to get a free reading from me. So I hope that you join. I hope that you show your face in the place if that's what feels aligned for you. That you book a reading if you would like some more guidance, or if there's something else in your life that you would like to own your magic in and stop wasting your time in, and start cultivating your good energy with more wisdom, with clearer guidance, with greater confidence. I'm here for you and I love you. You're deserving of all the love you desire. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. See you, Virgo babies.